Hello and welcome to this brand new video. Today we're diving into the results of our Trader of the Month contest for July. We'll break down the performance statements from our students, figuring out who came on top, but we won't stop there. We'll also spotlight those who, even if they didn't win, still put up some impressive numbers. Plus, we'll share some actionable tips based on the real-world experience of our traders. Just a quick reminder, the Trader of the Month is our exclusive contest reserved for Unger Academy students, where each month they can participate and compete to win a €1,000 Amazon gift card. So let's jump right in with the first statement from Giuliano, who made €2,123 last month, a solid 26.39% return with an 8.92% drawdown. Check out the equity line in this chart. You'll see most of his gains came in towards the end of the month. So what instruments was Giuliano trading? Mainly stock indices, which significantly boosted his performance, although his crude oil trades dragged things down a bit. Both of these were micro contracts. Overall, this is a strong monthly performance, and while the equity line shows some bumps, the drawdown is well managed. So all in all, fantastic work, Giuliano. Well done. Next up, we have Andreas Statement, who raked in €4,342,000 last month, translating to a 21.9% return on his initial capital, and his drawdown was a remarkably low 4.91%. In this case, the equity line is definitely more consistent, closing near the highs of the period. Again, we see a focus on micro futures, with stock indices leading the charge. Meanwhile, copper and the micro Dow contributed slightly negative returns. Andrea, you achieved pretty good results, especially with that steady equity line and minimal drawdown. Now let's move on to our winner, Rosario, who took home the top spot for July with a profit of €7,118, corresponding to a 35.45% return with just a 7.58% drawdown. Here too, the equity line is smooth and ends the month on a high note. His top performers were micro futures on the Nasdaq and mini S&P 500, with a small negative impact from the gold future. Big congrats, Rosario, a 35% return with just a 7.58% drawdown. It's impressive by any measure. You've secured the €1,000 Amazon gift card and the title of Trader of the Month for July. Now let's get to know Rosario a bit better and learn about his journey here at Unger Academy. He's been with us for less than a year and went live in just 3 months. 3 months to complete the training program, and then he carefully decided to go live with just one system, testing the waters and getting a feel for the real market dynamics that only live trading can reveal. Rosario comes from a technical background, holding a degree in economics, which certainly gave him an edge in understanding the markets. He also studied engineering, making him a hybrid figure well equipped to absorb our training. Before embracing systematic trading, he tried his hand at discretionary trading, but admitted he didn't have much success. Even so, he was initially skeptical about systematic trading, though I think it's safe to say that his results have dispelled much of that skepticism. As we mentioned, he went live after just a few months, starting in January 2024, initially using just one strategy. And that is because, as we said, he believes that gaining live experience is crucial. Currently, he has 12 systems in his portfolio, selected from our $1 million database, which is available to all our students, as well as a few proprietary strategies. Given the number of systems he uses, he doesn't feel the need to use Titan, but that doesn't mean he doesn't carefully select the strategies to activate each trading period. He's also developed a weekly reporting system to monitor the real performance of his systems and frequently reassesses his portfolio of strategies. We've seen that he uses micro futures on mini S&P 500, Nasdaq and gold. His first drawdown occurred in April. He started strong, but experienced a performance decline in April due to some beginner mistakes, particularly during the futures rollover phase, which led to a drawdown. However, he didn't get discouraged. Instead, he saw this drawdown as an opportunity for growth, restructuring his portfolio, reassessing and modifying existing strategies, and managed to come out of it in the best way possible. Finally, I asked him for advice for other Unger Academy students who are going through a similar experience. His advice is to study the program as quickly as possible while staying focused. If any concepts are unclear, revisit them later, but go live with at least one strategy to gain experience. In his opinion, some concepts can only be fully understood in a live trading environment. For him, this first live phase was more of an excuse to focus on trading, both from a psychological standpoint and to learn how to properly manage the infrastructure and understand the behavior of the strategies used. So thank you, Rosario, for your advice, and congratulations once again for winning the July contest. Well, now it's your turn. If your goal is to achieve trading results like the ones we've just reviewed, and you'd like to participate in this contest, which is exclusively for Unger Academy students, to win a €1,000 Amazon gift card each month, click the link below. It will take you to a page where you can find the contest rules, and if you want, you can book a free consultation with one of our tutors, who will provide you with all the information you need. That's it for this month. See you next month.